How's it going, everybody? This is my first time doing a video with this format, so I apologize if I sound bad or the video is bad, etc. Please bear with me. These types of videos will come out a lot more often than you're used to, if I find more interactions like these. So if you wanna see more videos like these, please hit the subscribe button and let's just get on with the video. So, what's today's topic? Low recovery dodge attacks and how to use them, deal with them. As Raider. Like, if you played Raider for a couple reputations, you have at least faced this situation once. You throw out an attack, light or heavy, doesn't matter. Enemy dodge attacks your attack. You throw out the second or third hit of your chain, heavy, to try to trade with your hyper armor heavy. But the enemy blocks your trade attempt, and you just ate 15 damage and dealt 6 damage chip, maybe effectively losing the trade. So, what are you trying to say? Hear me out. Raider has 800 millisecond side AVs with 100 millisecond hyper armor startup that can soft feint into a guard break. Like, you don't have to hard feint your attack to perform a guard break. In For Honor, all attacks can only be hard feinted or soft feinted 400 milliseconds before the impact. This leaves a 300 millisecond parry window for the defender. The last 100 milliseconds of an attack is not parryable. If they input a parry, they will just miss it and eat the attack. So what's this pep talk? If an enemy is consistently blocking your attacks after a dodge attack, like they are dodge attacking your light or heavy, and after that you throw out an hyper armor heavy to trade them, and they just block your heavy. If your enemy is consistently doing it a couple times, maybe 3 times, 4 times, they know what they're doing, and they are doing it on read. Not all heroes can do this, by the way. Like, some heroes can do this. And if your enemy is consistently doing it, they know what they're doing, and they are doing it on read. Like, yes, you heard me right. They know what they're doing. In For Honor, all attacks have a recovery window that they can be guard broken while the enemy is suffering from this window. Like, even chained attacks like chain, lights or heavies, and light attacks have 100 milliseconds of guard break vulnerability window. This means that after a dodge attack, if an enemy does nothing and stands still to block your follow-up trade attempt, they will suffer from these low amounts of guard break recoveries. So, you can guard break them while they are in this recovery window. This is done 100% on read and not on reaction. You cannot do this on reaction. You have to buffer the input. On your screen you will see some examples. First, the enemy will dodge attacks the first indicator and block the follow-up trade attempts. Pretty normal. Second, they will chain after the dodge attack, not even trying to block the trade attempt. These two different scenarios produce different results, with requiring different reads to overcome these results. If an enemy does nothing after the dodge attack, you can successfully guard break them on read. You have to make the read as soon as you see the enemy dodging your attack. Raider's 800 millisecond heavies has a 100 millisecond hyper armor startup, and Raider can soft feint to guard break 400 milliseconds before impact. This means that Raider essentially has a guard break that's covered with hyper armor. 300 milliseconds of hyper armor before the guard break. A hyper armored guard break. Enemy's dodge attack will hit your hyper armor, and because your character did not flinch from the attack, your buffered GB attempt will successfully connect and you will guard break the enemy. What's happening is, your guard break is coming out while the enemy is attacking. So, just as your enemy finishes the attack and gets into his recovery, your guard break connects and catches your enemy's recovery. Your enemy cannot counter guard break this guard break. They made the read that you're gonna trade, and they did nothing and you guard broke them. But if they know about this specific trick, or you and your enemy has made this interaction before, like in your duels, and this is your turn round, etc., they can counter this GB attempt on read, but risking getting traded with a hyper armor heavy. This is also done on read on both sides, both Raider and his enemy. If Raider makes the read that they're gonna chain Raider heavies, hyper armor heavies, and if the enemy makes the read that Raider's gonna guard break, they chain. Most likely a lot of heroes that can block Raider's follow-up heavy after a dodge attack, like most likely a lot of heroes that can do this. I didn't make the test of him. But people blindly chain after their dodge attacks, so a lot of players don't know about this interaction, and then they just eat the 30 damage hyper armored heavy to their face. Like, this is done on read for both sides. Before I'm ending the video, here's the different heroes with different interactions recorded. Thanks for watching, later everybody.